Hi everyone, welcome to JMeter tutorial. Today in this tutorial, we are going to talk about JSR223 Post Processor in JMeter, a powerful component that let us write custom script to extract and manipulate data after a sampler runs. So let's begin. Open Chrome browser, and this is the API for login. In this API, we need to select method post and header content type application JSON. This is the body in which username and password expires in 30 minutes. And scroll down, as you can view, this is the output. In this API, we are getting access token, JWT access token for backward compatibility. After passing this token in this API authentication, then user get, you can get the current user. So let's begin. First, create a login API request in JMeter. Step 1, create login request. Right click on test plan, click on thread, and then click on thread group. Inside this thread group, we need to enter here HTTP request. So first define protocol here. Protocol is HTTPS, and then enter server name and path. As you can view here, this method is post. So we need to select here post, enter protocol. Protocol is HTTPS, and then enter server name or IP. Copy this complete URL, open JMeter, and remove comma from here. Same as well, we need to remove comma from here. Now this is the server name or IP, and this is the path. So we will enter path here in path section and remove protocol from server name because we have already defined here HTTPS. Now just enter server name. Now add HTTP manager. In the HTTP header manager, we need to define content type. Right click on thread group, add config element and header manager. Click on add content type, and then value is application/JSON. Enter content type here, remove comma, and value is application/JSON. Now, after adding HTTP header manager, we need to add listener here. Right click here, listener, and click on view result tree. Let's run this quest. It will ask for you, do you want to save your test plan first? So click on yes. It will ask for you where you want to save this file. So here we can enter login underscore API and then click on save. Now we are getting some error. Click on request, response data, message username and password required. In this API, we need to enter username and password. As you can view here, username and password both are available. Just copy username and password. Here enter username and password. In JMeter, we need to enter username and password with double quote. So here I'll enter double quote here. Same as well in value, we need to enter double quote here in username and password. Enter double quote here for password. Same as well here. Save. Click on save before running the script. Now run the script, and here you can view we are getting access token. Now in the second request we need to pass this access token. So we will add here JSR223. Click on thread group, post processor, and click on JSR223 Post Processor. Here we will enter script. First, get the response from the previous HTTP request as a string. So here enter def response is equal to previous dot get response data is string. First get the response from the previous HTTP request. Now parse the response string into a JSON object. Def JSON is equal to new growing dot JSON dot JSON dot parse text response. Now extract the access token from the JSON and store it into a JMeter variable named authentication. As you can view here, access token. We need to define this variable name. First extract this token from the response and pass into second request. Vars dot put auth token comma JSON dot access token. Save this. Now we need to add another request and pass this variable name in header manager. So click on thread group sampler and then click on HTTP request. Inside this request, we need to add HTTP header manager. Change request name, auth, and add header manager. Config element and then click on HTTP header manager. Step 4, add HTTP header manager and enter variable name. Open JMeter and first define here content type application JSON. Application JSON. Value is application slash JSON. Now, and other we need to define here authorization. Authorization. As you can view here in second request, we need to define authorization and barrier token. then we will get the current user list. Copy this complete URL, open JMeter and enter server name or IP here. Define HTTPS, remove HTTPS from server name and define path in path section. Click on save and authorization value is barrier and then enter variable name. Just enter here barrier, remove this one. After barrier, make sure you enter a space here and then enter variable name. Variable name is authToken. authToken. Now we can run our test. After barrier, we need to enter here dollar, otherwise token will not extract from the response. So click on clear all and click on run. As you can view here, in first HTTP request, which is login, change name here, login. Here you can view in sampler result response message OK, and this is the request content type application / JSON request body. In request body we enter just username and password. This is request headers and response data. In the response body we are getting access token and pass into another request. In another request you can view here content type application / JSON authorization barrier, and this is the token. And the request body, this is get method. HTTPS is a protocol and this is the server name or path. And the response data, we are getting ID, first name, and this is the information about the user. That's all for today's tutorial on JSR223 Post Processor in JMeter. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to SQ World for more performance testing tutorials. See you in the next video.